It's 2 p.m. or just gone by the clock I can see, so we should start. I think we must be quorate. There's enough councillors here, but there's a few missing. I know. I think first of all, Julie's going to read out Councillor Gooding's going to read out the emergency evacuation announcements because I'm having trouble with the red. So she'll do that first.
Good afternoon, everyone. There's no planned fire drill, so if the alarm activates, please leave the building in an orderly fashion via the nearest fire exit. The fire exits are through the main doors of the hall and the storeroom adjacent to the stage. The fire assembly point is the island in front of the main entrance to the building. Please do not delay your evacuation to collect any belongings, and please do not return to the building until given permission to do so by council staff. Please note that the meeting will be audio recorded. Please switch off mobiles or turn them to silent, and the toilets and hand washing facilities are available in the foyer area. And I'll hand you over to Councillor Hoy.
Members of the public, whilst you are, of course, entitled to film or take photographs during this meeting, this should be done without disruption to the meeting and can only be done from a designated area in the public seating. Please raise your hand clearly in the air if you wish to take photographs or film this evening. I should say this afternoon, I think. Members, your voice will only be captured on the live stream when your microphone is switched on, so please remember to switch on your microphone when you are invited to speak and switch off again when not speaking. Members, voting will be done on a show of hands in line with the Constitution. I will ask for a show of hands for and then against recommendations, and we'll also ask for a show of hands for those wishing to abstain from voting. Right, apologies for action. That's agenda item 1.
We have 3 apologies, Chair. That's Councillor Sharp, Councillor McPherson and Councillor Mason, Elliot Mason.
Okay, thank you. Any others from members? No. Agenda item 2, non-members attending. I see none. So that's that. Item 3, to receive declarations of interest. No declaration of interest. So that moves us on to the Climate Emergency Progress Report, which is item 4 on the agenda. Marcus Houghton, the Director of Environment, will introduce the report.
Good afternoon, members. Thank you. So the report in front of you today is it's intended to be a quarterly report that will come back to the committee, report on the progress made against the targets that were set out in the sustainability strategy. I won't go through the entire sort of document. Hopefully you've had time to sort of peruse this in advance of the meeting. Happy to take any questions. I think the only thing I may add is under sort of section 5, which is on 4.6. Setting sustainability strategy targets. There is a target there that says about to submit the fully costed business case for replacement of diesel in the council and the Norse fleet with hydrogenated vegetable oil for consideration by the October full council meeting. That will probably now go to the December full council meeting. What we want to do is bring that to a working group of the committee first for consideration. So apologies for some delay there. We do have the figures ready, but it's just the timings of these committees and the working groups. I think they're still sort of trying to align these together, but that's probably the only thing I'd want to bring your attention to. But happy to take any questions. Thank you.
Any questions or comments or views?
The background there is quite nicely put.
Cool. Yeah, Councillor Wilson.
Thank you, Chairman. Will there be mechanisms as we go forward for suggestions from the public and other council members to feed into the plan so that it evolves over time?
I think my instinct is to say yes. I'm just trying to think the best way of doing so. I mean, I understand that the report is also meant to go on to council as well, but from memory, that there was also intended to be an annual review of this, and whether that's a time to perhaps seek a wider view from councillors. But I mean, I think generally the working group could be opened up to others to attend if, I mean, but that's for Councillor Highbury to comment on more than myself. Thank you.
Sorry, if I'll just come back to Councillor Wilson. I think it's important that
I noticed that that we get an interim climate and sustainability officer, and which is all good, because, or rather, looking at that, I have to say that with Rayleigh Town Council, we have a climate group because we're looking at their assets. So I wrote to the Building Research Establishment just because they've got an advisory capability there about reducing carbon and modern buildings and systems and all the rest of it, with an innovation park there, and just was waiting for a reply. So if I get a reply from them, I can forward it on to the chair and yourself, Marcus, and you can decide, you know, whether or not you want to engage with them, because I don't know if what costs of any are involved. I know at the beginning there probably won't be, if it's just a visit down to meet with them to see what they can do. But other than that, what's commercially available, I suppose, is what we'd have to go for, you know, when we're doing whatever we're doing. So we will be getting a plan then as we develop our assets, so that this will be built in as we do the building and improvements. Yeah.
yes, I think in answer to both Councillor Wilson and Councillor Mill, it isn't set out in here, but as everyone knows, I'm all for transparency and for informing people and being informed by other people as well. I'm aware Rayleigh Town Council have declared a climate emergency, and I think it would be good for us to work with parishes and town councils as well and try and cross-pollinate, as it were, ideas. And it might be that some things could be done at parish level better than we could do at district level, but it's making sure they're all fed into us. So we will be looking away for the public and for other parish councils and town councils to engage with us as well. But that's not been done yet. Hopefully that will be for the first workshop to look at, to see how we can do that. Councillor Wilson.
Thank you, Chairman. Just sort of following on from that, at the Overview and Scrutiny Committee in the past and presently, we call external bodies in to give evidence. Is that something that you would consider as part of this group?
I mean, I personally have no problem with that, as long as they don't charge us for doing so, because I think there's as we all have learned in the last few months, there is a lack of resources for certain things, and it can be difficult. But there are bodies out there which can talk to us if we think there is a need. Yes, and it might be that they come to a workshop to present there. Obviously, just coming back to that, if there are anybody you think might be worthwhile to have, then we're open to suggestions.
Yeah, one of the areas that I was thinking of is public transport, which obviously doesn't come under the district council, but it would be, I wonder whether we could invite the Essex County Council member responsible for public transport to come and give us their views, so that we can time with them and pass that information on to our residents as well.
Yeah, we can look at that. Sorry, Councillor Gooding.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I have been approached by people in the public that are offering to contribute to this climate emergency. So you've got Eco Essex and you've got East Essex Taxpays who do repair workshops. So that would be really great if we could work with those as outside partners, or however it works.
Oh, thank you, Councillor Gooding. Yeah, I think we welcome all support. I mean, obviously, I couch that with some caution, just to understand how efficient that use can be. But certainly, we want to welcome those initial discussions with any potential partners. I think it'd be foolish not to look at those. Thank you.
Anyone else with any comments? No? In that case, we'll go to the recommendations. Are members have to take the recommendations together, or do they want to take them separately? Is that together? So we'll take recommendation 1, that the progress made against the council's sustainability strategy be noted, and recommendation 2, that the targets as set out in paragraph 5.1 of the report be noted.
Noted.
Yes, they're all noted. Thank you. Right, thank you, members. That concludes the meeting, or the business for this afternoon's meeting, and it is closing at 12 minutes past 2. Meeting is closed.
Thank you, members.
Thank you.